A recent study found that the cost of college has skyrocketed over the past 50 years at nearly 5 times the rate of inflation. Somehow, the lords of higher education have convinced us that you need a college degree to be a first-class citizen. And of course, the value of such a credential is immeasurable. So no price could ever be too high, right? So what do parents and the taxpayers backing student loans get for their money? Well, unfortunately, the last few weeks, they've been getting a lot of this. These images are from the intense coast-to-coast clashes between police and protesters on college campuses. Buildings are occupied, libraries closed, classes either canceled or held remotely. So who wants to send their kids to schools like this? Well, today is College Decision Day, the deadline for high school seniors to commit to their university of choice. It is typically celebrated by wearing your college t-shirt, buying hundreds of dollars worth of swag, and officially cashing in on senioritis. And it's a worthy celebration. These kids have worked their entire lives to get into their dream school. But instead, they may be thinking twice about attending at all. Our next guest has been offering advice to younger generations for many years now. NYU Stern Business School professor and author Scott Galloway is known for his tough love tips. His 5th book, The Algebra of Wealth, offers a simple formula for financial success. He writes about how the playbook Americans have long used to get wealthy doesn't apply in many cases to the world Gen Z now faces. Scott now joins us. Prof G. Scott, what should I call you? I'm a big fan of the podcast.
I appreciate that. Scott's
right.
fine. Thank you.
Scott, first I got to get your reaction to the protests on campuses. You've called them not just anti-Semitic in many instances, but anti-American.
Look, if someone had said to me on October 6th, what's the state of anti-Semitism in the United States, I would have said it doesn't exist. I just never thought I would see this level of double standard. Elizabeth, if I went into any of the plazas at any of these universities, I believe, in a white hood and held up a sign that said, burn the gays or lynch the blacks, and had a Confederate flag and became hostile and started intimidating students, by the close of business, I believe my ID would be shut off. If I started harassing students, I believe they'd call in the National Guard. What I believe is a evident double standard here is that free speech has never been freer when it's hate speech against Jews. We start having these existential conversations about free speech and First Amendment whenever it's hate speech against Jews, and people want to equate this to 1968. I think the more apt analogy is 1938.
Yeah.
Germany in the 30s had a very robust, diverse, progressive culture, thriving gay community, universities with celebrated diversity. And then by 1938-39, there were people in brown shirts mocking and harassing Jewish students. This is how it begins. I'm very disheartened by all of this.
In interviews, some of these student protesters can't even coherently explain what they're protesting. And we never hear them denounce the October 7th attacks. Some appear to even celebrate them. And you never hear any of them say anything about the hostages still being held, 5 of whom are American. And Scott, these are supposed to be some of our best and brightest. What on earth are they learning at these schools?
Well, some of it is our fault. We've sort of promoted this orthodoxy at universities that there's two sects of people. There's oppressors and the oppressed. And unfortunately, shorthand in reductive fast thinking is the whiter and the richer you are, the more likely you are to be an oppressor. And fairly or unfairly, ground zero for rich and white is perceived to be Israel and Jews. And I also think a lot of young people who are in touch with many of the wrongs in the past conflate the civil rights movement with the struggles of the Gazans, and they kind of go on a hunt for fake oppressors. They go on the hunt for mortal enemies. And I also think it's a function of a lot of things, not as much opportunity, a lack of DOPA hits they're getting from typical community activities, and just at the end of the day, a level of rage fomented on social media that encourages you to not like your fellow American. And also, and I know this sounds paranoid, but it doesn't mean I'm wrong, I think the CCP and TikTok have decided it makes sense to serve up 52 pro-Hamas videos for every one pro-Israel video.
Yeah.
dividing and polarizing us.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.